Karen McCarthy, and it's time to Karen-ize. Today's Wednesday when we talk about spiritual health, and today I want to talk about prayer and answers to prayer. And I'm going to start with a little joke that actually has a pretty good lesson. There was a man who was on a ship that got into a bad storm, and the ship sank, and he was the only survivor. And he's clinging to something on the ocean and praying to God to rescue him. And along comes a boat. And it says, "Hey, buddy, we're here. You can come with us." And he says, "Oh, no, thanks. I'm waiting for God to rescue me." And they said, "Okay, then." And they went on their merry way. And a day or so later, another boat goes by and they say, "Hey, come on aboard. We'll take care of you." And he says, "No, that's okay. I'm waiting for God to rescue me." And they are like, "Okay." And they went on their way. And a little while later, a dolphin came up, and it happened to be a talking dolphin, and it said, "Hey, let me help get you to shore." And the man says, "Oh, sorry, no, but I'm waiting for God to rescue me." So the dolphin swam away. Well, this happened for way too long, and finally the man was not strong enough to hang on to what he was clinging to, and he slipped into the water and drowned. And when he got up to heaven, he was like, "God, I don't get it. I was praying for you to rescue me. Why didn't you rescue me?" And God says, "Listen, I sent you 2 boats and a dolphin. I don't know what more I could have done." Ha ha, right? Well, sometimes I think we are that way. We expect God to answer in a certain way, and he is not answering that way. He's answering in a different way. Sometimes we think that his answer is unkind, or like that man, "Oh, you let me drown. What's going on, God? You let me drown." But, in Matthew 7:11, it says, "If you then, being evil," we're sinful, "know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give what is good to them who ask him?" God always has our best, what's the word? Oh, man, I'm having a brain warp. He has what's best for us in mind. He wants what's best for us. And I think a lot of times people think, the Bible will say, like in John 15:7, "If you abide in me and my words in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you." But sometimes what we're wishing for is not in our best interest. That's the word I was looking for. I am so thankful that I had no's for quite a few prayers in my past, that now that I'm in the future and looking back, I'm like, "Oh, that would have not been a good thing." But if we take that verse in conjunction with John 5:14, that says, "This is the confidence which we have before him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us." So basically, we can ask for a lot of things, but if we're not walking with God and we're not in his will, where we're kind of like-minded with him, although far from his mind, but anyway, like-minded. We know what his will is. We're walking in his truths. He will give us what we ask for according to that. But he's like a parent. And how many times do we not give our children what they want because it's not in their best interest, or it's not good for them at all? And I know some parents who give their kids anything and everything they want and do whatever they say, whatever they want. And the repercussions of that are very often not pretty, not pretty at all. So remember that when you are praying for something, the answer could be yes right away. And that's always wonderful. The answer could be, "This is not the right time." I have pomegranate juice on my hands, in case you're wondering. I was eating a pomegranate and I just got distracted. It's not the right time. That's going to be a good thing, but the timing isn't right. He knows so many things outside of our experience and what we can see, and he knows when the best timing is for things. And it could also be, that is not going to be good for you. It is going to be long-term or short-term even, really bad for you. And I'm going to say, "No, my child, because I love you." So remember, don't be fixated on what you think is the way he should answer the prayer, like the man in the story. He didn't have to drown, but he was so fixated. I don't know what he thought. God was going to just reach up and pluck him and bring him over to the land and put him down, or just he'd close his eyes and he'd open them and he'd be in his home or something. I don't know what he was thinking, but God did send those opportunities for him to be saved. He just didn't recognize them because he had his brain fixed on his perception of what he thought it would look like. So keep your perceptions open, keep your options open when you're praying. And I'll tell you, sometimes we have to pray for a long time. I prayed for 20 some 30 years for my son to walk strong with God. He believed, but he didn't really walk with him. And now, oh my goodness, it is so exciting to watch him be on fire for God. Just he's like a sponge. He can't get enough of the Bible and teachings and things. And it's amazing and wonderful. But I had to wait a long time for that prayer to be a yes. So be patient and be open-minded. So hope this helps, and I will talk to you next time.